I got it. He's like, hey, I like YouTube. YouTube is awesome.
Hi, YouTube.
That was a perfect picture. Did you see
Charlie.
it? Did you see that? That's perfect.
It's perfect. It's perfect because he's so handsome. Back. This is Charlie.
AKA Big Buddy.
Big Buddy. Big old baby Bubba boy.
Yeah, Big Buddy.
Hey, welcome back. In this video, we want to let you know what we decided are our top 12 things that have made our life easier living full-time in our travel trailer for the last 3 years.
If you'll stay tuned to the end, we'll show you the 3 things that we truly cannot live without.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. You and I can weather any storm.
Okay, so number 12 on our list is these Supreme Grip mats. I don't know what they're called, but we got them at Lowe's, and they're just for shelf liners. But you look for the ones that say Supreme Grip. We use these all the time. In the first video, we showed how our camper is in moving mode, and I keep a lot of things on these. Like my KitchenAid doesn't move. So when we're here for 2 weeks, everything is taken off, so you can't see it. But when we're moving, we just put it under like that, and it just stays. Now, if it's top heavy, it won't stay like a lamp, but everything else, like all this stays here. Those jars definitely don't stay there. Can you see the jars? But a lot of things just stay with this stuff. So that for sure for us is a must-have. Another thing about these mats is that you can get them in different colors. You can get white or gray. They're very easy to cut, and I think you get like 15 feet for 20 bucks. So you get a lot, it goes a long way, and you could definitely make them cut to fit for your things.
All right, so number 11 on our list is a 5,000-pound scissor jack. We have 8 of these actually, 4 on each side of them. 4 of them actually came on the camper when we got it, and the other 4 we put on there. It was truly due because we put a washer and dryer in, and when the washer's spinning and going, the whole camper would be wobbling around. So we put extra jacks up underneath it, and there's a dog in the window. So we put extra jacks underneath it to help stabilize it. We also use this DeWalt 20-volt drill to help put the jacks down. And how we ended up getting the socket for it was actually the shaft that came on a crank handle. From here you would crank it, and we just cut it off. That way you can just put it in your drill, and you just shoot your jacks down to the ground. And you go around all 4 corners, and you do 8 jacks, and that's how you do this. You're not?
Yeah.
All right, so number 10 on our list is a Lippert Power Stance Tongue Jack. We use this thing so many times. It's actually our second one that we've had on here. The first one we didn't realize that was not waterproof. Water resistant.
It's not waterproof.
Waterproof. So it's got a plastic thing up here in the top of it, and as time went by, it would rain and it actually froze up. Luckily for us, it froze while it was still connected to the truck, and it was up so we could still move around. So the one thing that you do need to get when you get this Lippert jack is this. It does hold up to, how many thousands of pounds does it use? 3,500 pounds lifting capacity here, stroke of 18 inches, and it is 12 volts, so it's connected directly to our battery. It also comes with this, so when you're unplugged from your truck, you have a spot to put it in. Also has a hook that if you want to hook in your chains and leave them right here, just as you're in your in your camp spot. Truly love this cover for it, and it's so easy to do because you basically are just sliding it in here. Now we do have a bike rack on here, which makes it a little bit more difficult for us, but normally you're just going to pull it over top of it, and you basically pull a strap down on it. So when we're camping, we only do it loose like this and pull it up, and we can adjust it up and down. It also has a light in the front. It's kind of cool when you're outside at nighttime as well. So, all right, so number 9 on our list is Anderson levelers. These things have saved us on unlevel ground so many different times. They'll actually raise the camper up by about 6 inches on each side. So you're tucking them up underneath the wheels, and then you back your camper up and you throw it in park once you get the camper level, and you just stock the tires with it. It's a simple process, and it's better than having square blocks that you put up underneath the tires, that you roll it up over and you stop and you get out to see if it's level or not, and then you got to roll it back off and put another block on it. These, if you need to raise it up anymore, you just back the camper up a little bit more. It's already up on the block as it is. If you need to lower it some, you just pull the front forward a little bit. You shock the tires. It's that simple.
So number 8 on our list is this sink, which we both absolutely love. We could not live without this sink. We got it off of Amazon. It was about $300. The faucet was about $100. It was a touch faucet, so you maybe could have gotten a cheaper one not being touch, because we've actually disabled the touch function. It kept going out. Like after a year, the batteries would die and we couldn't figure it out, and it was just kind of annoying with our hot water system, because every time the touch would go off, it was just a mess. So don't get the touch faucet. But I love this thing because it comes out really far, and like you can fill up your Berkey or whatever pot of water over here. But this thing is huge. I mean, can you see in there? Show them. It's like 10 inches deep. It did come with a cutting board and things like that. We didn't use them very often, but that's one of our favorite things that we've gotten for this camper. Now, of course, we were able to get this because we did put a butcher block cabinet top in here, but you could put any cabinet top in here. It wouldn't have to be butcher block, and put a new sink in. But this is a must-have for us, is a big sink if you're gonna live full-time, because there's a lot of dishes. What?
All right, so number 7 on our list is a Camco freeze hose. Number 7 on our list is a Camco freeze hose. We only use it in the winter time. Most of the time it's because it is so bulky to carry around with you, and truthfully, it's not the best hose for us because we move about every 2 weeks. It's heavy. You have to roll. River, what's up, buddy? What's up? So you have to. Monster boy.
You can't see him because it's too light.
So the freeze hose for us is not the best hose really during all seasons, because we have to roll it up, and it's very heavy. And we found out the best way to do it is when you disconnect it, you just blow the water out of it, so you're not carrying around all this extra, water inside it when you're picking it up. It is a 50-foot hose. These things run about $189. I would suggest getting the warranty on it when you do get the hose, because if you move around a lot with it, they do break, and I'll show you where they break at. Just come with me just a second. They normally will break right around the edges of these, just because we're rolling it up all the time. This is our 3rd hose in 3 years out, and it breaks at this point. You can tell that it does have this hot wire that runs right around here, so the hose has wiring run through it, so it stays warm. I'll show you where it's plugged up back here. So the wiring runs all the way through it up here, and it comes up here, so you wrap this around as it enters into your camper. So now your hose is protected all the way from here down here to where it goes into the faucet.
We're following.
So this wiring goes around the faucet as well, and it protects it here, keeps this warm. In this campground, we actually have a hood that you put over top of all of this. But like I said, these hoses do break here. It is a $189 water hose by the extended warranty with it, so every year you can turn around and trade it back in. If you are staying in a campground and you're there forever, you can leave it out and use it year-round. If you're like us and you're moving around every 2 weeks with it, it's probably not going to last you. But in cold weather, I mean, we've been in 1-degree weather, we were in 7-degree weather not long ago, and our water never froze. So, I mean, it's a great investment for you to have. in wintertime camping.
Action.
All right, so number 6 on our list is actually a FlowJet. It's a macerator pump. We found out by using a macerator pump, it was really used because we were a distance away from a sewer line, and we realized that with this thing and a 5/8 or 3/4 inch hose actually, that we could pump gray water and black water at least 50 feet. I think it was 50 feet that we could do it. So let me show you how to hook this up. This thing averages about $260 at Camping World right now. You might be able to look around and find it in different places, but let me show you how this works. How we strap this on here and keep it on here all the time is we take loose this drain plug, or the cap I should say, we hook it on here, and we get it to the notch where it needs to be, and we pull it tight. There's a connection strap right here, underneath here, and so we just wrap this around here, and we pull it up. And I usually make 2 or 3 rotations with this until it actually gets tight. Now it's snug. And it's on there. Now it's on there. Then we come around and we put the plug in up here. First of all, before you plug it in, I want to make sure that this button's not on. Because if it's on, it shoots power to it, and it takes off, and it'll blow anything that's in the pump out of it. So that's plugged up. So the next thing that we do is just get this out of the way. There's the bracket that we hung this on. We actually just hang this switch right on top of it, and it just hangs there. So both your valves are already closed. We're going to hook up a fresh water line to this, which is from here. We'll just throw this over here on this side. I always like to make sure these are kind of nice and neat, actually, instead of being dumped out everywhere. So I don't know if you can see what's going on here with this. I'm gonna hook it up tight pretty fast, so if it leaks, I will come back and tighten it back up. So there's one connection hose to it. All right, so this is your 3/4 inch hose, and you put this on this valve right here, which actually is the one that shoots everything out of the tanks. So everything's closed. The water valve that comes in, it puts fresh water into here. It shoots it back up into here, and this is exactly how you flush these tanks. You open this up, and you can flush either one. You can open up one and flush one tank, or you can up the other one, flush it. You can up both of them, flush both of them. Make sure this one's tight, because this is the one that dumps everything out that everybody always talks about. Let's rotate this out here to this side. These hoses are not going to be pretty, but let's just dump it off the way it's supposed to be. So this one's actually going to go all the way over to your drain. This is a 25-foot hose. And you shove it down in.
And the cool thing about that is that it can go uphill, right?
Yeah, you can pump uphill. We can actually take this drain hose right here. If we have a dump tank in the bed of our truck, we can stick this hose in the dump tank, pump it. It pumps 15 gallons per minute, I think is what it is. So you can fill up a tank instead of having to drag it behind your truck. You can actually put your tank in the bed of the truck and fill it up from there, and then you can go dump that tank is what you can do.
So much easier.
So it's a lot easier. So here's your connection line right here for your water, your fresh water. And as you can see, what we've done here is we have 2 different valves here. We have this valve, and this is our fresh water that's going into our camper. You can see we come up here to this, and we put a Y on top of this. And the reason is because you can cut these on and off. This is going to be connected to your macerator pump that goes to your dump line, so you really don't want to have it all connected together. So I'm gonna screw this on here.
And let me ask you this. We don't use this hose for anything else.
Oh no, this hose is only used for this. In fact, we have the white hose is only used for this. This blue hose is only used for
we don't
fresh
change
water.
them up or anything.
No, we carry 5 hoses with us.
Okay.
So we're going to turn the water on here, and we're going to turn this valve on. Now, let's see. I don't see it's leaking anywhere. It might be leaking a little bit right here. We'll come back, tighten this up. So you just turn this on, and just let it run. So right now, what it's doing is it's just pumping water out of the tank into the sewer line. It is because you can back flush your tanks with it, and you can park as far away from, as long as you're within 50 foot of your sewer line, you can connect to it, and you don't have to worry about what the distance is. I mean, sometimes we go to campgrounds and it's really far away from, like this one, it's far away. You'd have to have 25 foot worth of like slinky hose to make it where you can get it from here to there. So with this one right here, it's 25 foot worth of 3/4 inch water hose that takes you that distance.
It's so much cleaner too.
And the back flushing part.
Yeah. This is number 5 on our list. It is the hotspot that we have from T-Mobile. We got this for $50 a month, and it's 100 gigs. And we use our phones also, which are AT&T But we hook everything up to it. The cool thing about these is that you can take them with you in the car. So if you're doing any editing or want to get on your computer or your phones, you can have these with you. But we love our hotspot. We use it for everything. And also look at the flowers that Patrick picked for me yesterday. So number 4 on our list is the Berkey water filter. This is how we filter all of our water. We don't typically drink, well, we don't drink water out of the sink unless it's been filtered through the Berkey. It's about $330 off of Amazon. This one is the travel Berkey, so it's the smallest size that they have, but it's just got the 2 carbon filters in there. Charcoal filters, actually. We're getting ready to get new ones, so they're not in there right now, but this is definitely a must-have for us. We love our water out of the Berkey.
So number 3 on our list is the Hughes Power Watchdog Surge Protector. This is the 30 amp. It's also Bluetooth technology, so if you wanted to scan from your phone to see what's going on with the box, it'll allow you to do that. It also too protects you from having surges in campgrounds. Some surges, like power comes a little stronger than the others, keeps from damaging your inverter converter on the inside. But it's something that I think that everybody actually needs. There's all different brands of these that you have, and we've actually chose this one because we thought it was the best one for the job. So it does show you error codes at the bottom down here. If it clicks off, it puts a code down here so you can look and see what it actually is that went wrong, whether it was too much power or whether you're drawing too much power from the inside. It does help protect all your wiring in your camper. That's what this main thing is for.
Okay, so come with me and I'm going to show you number 2 on our list, and that is the Splendide washer and dryer that we got from Camping World. This is one of the first things that we put into our camper. I think right now they're doing a sale. It's like $19.80 or something for both of them, but we love these things. We use these things on a daily basis, multiple times a day. We put our comforter in here and it works just fine. We're not limited on the size of laundry or anything like that. We just love these things. This washer, I believe, is 7.5 to 16 gallons of water depending on what setting you use it on. So it can be a lot, but if you're hooked up, it's okay. And then the dryer we love because it has the 2-way tumbler, so it goes one way and then it switches and goes the other way. And we actually turn that on at night sometimes while we're sleeping, just for the noise of it. But I don't know if you can hear it. They're not very loud, really. They're both going right now. So we would say that a washer and dryer is a must-have for us. We don't use these while we're boondocking, but when we're hooked up, we use them all the time. The only problem that we've had with the dryer in the last 3 years is that we've had to replace the belt twice, but that has been our fault. We put a rubber lined mat in it, like one of these mats that we put like the dog's food on and stuff, and we put it in the dryer not knowing that that messes up the belt. So we've replaced that twice. How much are those belts? $60?
30, 40, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
$30 or $40. So it wasn't a big deal, and we changed that ourselves. So that's been our only problem in 3 years with both of those things.
There you go.
Last but not least, the number 1 thing on our list is the instant hot water heater that we added from Girard. This thing has been amazing. You can get in the shower, shave your legs. You don't have to worry about turning the water off, turning it back on. It's just great to have for if you've been working out or going for a bike ride or a long hike or whatever. You can just take a long shower. If you have a lot of dishes, you can do a lot of dishes. This thing has been amazing for us. We love it so much. It's 12 volt. It runs off of propane, and I think that's really all. Oh, and also the cool thing is this will fit on into any size hot water tank that you already have. So if you have one that is a 6-gallon hot water tank or 8 or whatever your RV comes with, you can switch it out, no problem. And it's supposed to just be an easy install. I don't think it took us very long to install it. So definitely number 1 on the list, add an instant hot water heater if you can. Please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, and let us know what are some things that you can't live without in your travel trailer. Come with us and we're going to show you the one thing that we absolutely can't live without.
You first. Ladies first. Come on in. Here they go. Here they go. The bonus.
The
At the
bonus.
end, the things that we can't. Here's the bonus at the end, the ones that we truthfully just can't live without. Man, we do this with 3 large dogs.
And sometimes it's a struggle.
Yes, we love them.
We love them. Can't live without them. Thanks for watching.